I would say that if you look at exploration and production, it's not a one-day affair. It's a long affair. Between Russia and India, I think in one area, one side we have $13 billion of investment, and the other direction we have $16 billion of investment. So there's already Indian investment in different places in Russia. Some are ongoing producing assets. Some are investments where the production is to start to take place. Russia has acquired assets here. Nayara is, I think, a case in point. What more can happen in terms of investment? I would say that perhaps the bilateral front with India, Russia, on the investment front has been somewhat overtaken by other preoccupation. In terms of oil supply, crude oil supply is now still very high. If you remember in February 2022, India's sourcing of crude from the Russian Federation was less than 0.2%. Today it's still 30+%. Kitna hoga? 35%. But again, all our sourcing is through the floating of tenders. We say we need a particular kind of crude delivered at a particular place, and then the most competitive thing. So I think India-Russian Federation cooperation is going very well, but I can't predict whether Russian entities will come here and invest, whether Indian entities will invest. But I think with the normalization and peace and going back to pre-2022 figures, the potential for that. Russia is a very rich country in terms of natural endowments in energy. I only see India is, again, both for E&P, for foreign investment, and for purchase to meet our needs. As I mentioned, we are import dependent on crude oil for about more than 85%, and on LNG about more than 50%.